Who dies? Surprises? Wham Bam Fam heats up? Stay tuned.
I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Hey, and welcome to On How Becoming a God in Central Florida. Woo!
Heck yeah.
Yeah, baby.
It's like a party in here.
It
I'm
is
loving
a party,
these lights.
baby. I'm your host, Jackie Nova, and let me just tell you, I want to say thank you to all the viewers, the listeners, and everybody that's been co-hosting with us here live at AfterBuzz religiously. And I've got my fabulous co-host. She is just not only an actress, she's a comedian, and she is savvy, and let me tell you, she's not going to get schemed, baby. That's what I'm going to tell you. Tara Erickson's in the house.
I'm not getting schemed. Hello, everybody. Hi, happy to be here. Woo! This episode was real good.
So good. Oh, my God. I'm going to give you guys a little teaser. I mean, because there's Wham Bam Fam, and that is just continuing. Krystal, after all that she's been through, finally gets what she's been wanting. Mm-hmm. And, you know, we've got Roger with some surprises for those of you who might not have seen it. And we've got, Obi is definitely getting what he deserves. And Florida schemes for our special segments and news and gossip. Ooh, we got some juicy stuff going on.
We got it going on.
I'm going to just tell you real quickly my overall thought. I had to write it down here because I didn't want to forget anything. I was like, oh my gosh, what a roller coaster ride this season 1, episode 10. Guys, season finale was literally a roller coaster ride. Like, let me tell you, I predicted correctly. I just wanted to shout out to that because Krystal got her water park.
Yep.
Oh, my Lord, have mercy. What did you think? Krystal's park and her water park. How fascinating is that? Like, it just went, I feel like she finally got what she wanted, besides she wants her husband back, but can't get him back. What do you think about that?
I loved it, but I was a little disappointed. I wanted to see Splashercise on the billboard, but it was just like Fam Park. And I was like, no!
I know.
I want to see that Splashercise. But she did, in the end, become a god in Central Florida.
She did. She did. I love how the writers worked that all in there. She got her park. I mean, she is connected still to Orby and his scheme-ness of the family, but she's got her park.
Yeah.
And yes, I was a little disappointed where I was like, oh, Splashercise, but she's going to bring that back
for sure.
Season 2, she's going to bring that back. It just has her in her mermaid outfit, so she totally became the god. I mean, besides the park and all that stuff, how do you feel like she went about it when she just had some really huge balls to she was like, okay, we're about to be dead if we don't do something. We're gonna have to leave Florida. But then she was just like, no, I know the one thing Orby wants. I know what he wants. I mean, he just wants power, and she has stuff against him. So it's like she went after. I mean, she just went and did a double kidnapping.
For sure. There's he wants to keep the Fame name alive and well. That is his one and only thing in life. And he is rather resilient when it comes to keeping Fam together, even when he is, a bribe to either we're going to give it up and put the name in the dirt or you're going to steal from a charity. He would rather kill and steal from a charity than lose out on making Fam look badly. I mean, Fam is just who he is.
Yeah, he is Fam.
She found a way into that alleyway, which I thoroughly enjoyed.
Oh, I did enjoy. I really liked how she took it back and she was watching him on television after she took off. Mm-hmm. And that's where, after she had a couple of beers, she was scheming, scheming. I was like, oh my goodness, this girl is not turning herself off. She's got a little baby at home and she is just like, I am not going homeless. I'm not going to be part of this fam, but I have to still be part of this fam.
Yep.
Do you see all those boxes of goods everywhere in everyone's homes?
Oh, yeah. It's terrible. I mean, it just takes up all their space. And Rhonda has been, I love her. She's my most favorite character.
Love her.
I love that they just pick up on a scene. She's talking to snails. I think they're snails. And she's like, listen, and the guy cheated on her. And then her and Kelsey went off to start their own keyboard band. I'm just going to tell you that right now. And then Kelsey, I mean, Krystal goes off on her whole thing. Rhonda can tell that she's totally scheming.
Yeah.
And Rhonda, my most favorite quote from the show is just like, that's America's Funniest Home Videos, stupid. And she's like, no, you know what? Actually, America's Funniest Home Videos is hilarious, where you can find all your most favorite, funniest videos all in one place, which I just adored. And I was like, she's so right. Like, it's dumb, but also the best thing ever. Yeah. Just everything about Rhonda. She's a breath of comedic air within this episode.
Yes.
That there's not a whole lot of metaphors underlying to what Rhonda said to Krystal, except like, just don't do this. This is going to be dumb. Yeah. And then she's like, okay, I'm leaving now, because she can tell that Krystal is going to cross the threshold for sure.
Oh, yeah. No, she was just like, girl, you saw her. She grabbed her snails, those cute little creatures, and she just was like, peace. She had to get out of there. And then that's when, we all know what she did then.
Yep.
She just went and she was just like, but like she went and got her gun sort of like after that. You saw that huge shotgun, and then that's when Roger is the surprise, guys. Who the hell would have known that there's two surprises in one? Not only did he not want to be part of this whole fam anymore, and he wanted to stick by Krystal's side, I mean, he also got killed. Oh, poor guy. I mean, after like he's actually wanted to do some good. What do you think about that?
Well, I feel like his patience was tested between the last like 3 episodes in regards to if Obi's going to continue on this, like he's gone crazy. He's always been crazy, but now he's thoroughly nuts. I think he's noticed like Obi's darkness and evilness, and I think Roger has wanted to work for Obi in regards to like, I'm going to help this guy out because I think he's doing good, but I think towards the end you realize Obi's not. And he sees that Krystal is just sort of a girl who's got caught in the middle, but is smart and trying to win back what's rightfully hers and what is actually rightfully everybody's who's gotten involved with fam. It's just Crystal's the only one that kind of takes a step up to try to rip it back for herself.
Yes.
Which takes a lot of guts and a lot of courage, and you may or may not die in the process.
Exactly. And well, you know what, guys, I wanted just to share with you guys, and I know Tara wants to, why we love AfterBuzz.
Oh, yes.
So much.
We love it. It is the ESPN of TV talk. I love coming here because I can talk about TV all day, every day, all the time with a lot of my favorite people in this world who come here to talk about TV, to share it with you guys. Please make sure that you like, subscribe, rate us 5 stars if you're on iTunes, if you're on YouTube. Yeah, subscribe. Leave us a bunch of comments. Tell us how we're doing, what else you want us to talk about, what other shows you want us to cover if we're not already covering them. We'd love to hear from you guys. We are here for you. And we love you guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we totally love you guys. I mean, we can't do this without you.
Yeah,
and Tara's hitting it on the nose with that one. And saying hitting it on the nose, I mean, the peacock, Ernie with the new family, and Bets.
Yeah.
You know, I'm really glad that she stepped it up.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, really, like, honestly, enough is enough. Like, how much you're going to get stepped on? I mean, she's doing everything for her husband, Ernie, you know?
Right.
How do you feel about
I feel like the scene between Bets and Ernie where she's like, I have been there for you. Like when you go out and you have gloomy zoomies, I just say I love you and let you go. And like when you say that you want to quit your job and start with fam, I say okay and that I love you and I let you do it. But like, is me leading our family to this desperate point right now, is that actually love? Like you actually still being part of fam is not really love. And it's sad because in the very beginning, Ernie, within the pilot and the next episode, he said, well, like, I don't need anything. He's like, I'm happy. He's like, I got my family, and like, what else do I need? And I just thought it was so adorable. And it was actually forced for Bets to say, like, what do you actually want? And it was forced of her to say, where she's like, I think I'm good too. And then she finally said peacock. And I'm like, so this is a nice callback to that. But it still is a weird callback to them she was still had to be like poked and prodded to be like, what do you really want? Because they were really happy before Bam came into their lives.
They were so happy.
So the metaphor of the peacock actually being there is like, yeah, but you didn't really need it. The reason you didn't get it in the beginning is because without Fam, you were a lot happier. So I don't know what that symbolizes just yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you the truth there. I was a little bit lost with that, so I was like, okay, even more so eager to see season 2, where it's like, okay, what does this really all mean? Because peacocks are beautiful. There is symbol because of the peacock, but I'm like, okay, well, we'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
But she was so pissed off even before the peacock throwing toilet paper at Krystal's house. I love how Krystal diffuses the situation.
Yes.
And it was just one big like college party throwing toilet paper at a house.
Yeah.
I mean, like, Bets is just getting so ballsy.
Yeah. I think she's like a woman who's like, I can love up to a point where loving doesn't make sense anymore. And her life right now in loving Ernie doesn't make sense.
Right. And I mean, and she mentions to Krystal, like, I love him. I miss him. And you can tell she misses him. And she wants to be with him. I mean, she's not trying to go somewhere else. She loves her husband.
Yeah.
But, you know, she just has to, she mentioned tough love.
Yeah.
That's right. And you got to give tough love sometimes around here.
100%.
100%. So then we're okay. We got Roger's dead. I'm like pointing out, like, we've got Ernie and Bets, cool couple. I think they'll make it season 2, you know, but he's going to have to like listen to her.
Yeah.
And then Cody and Obi. And Cody is another one with a surprise. People, please get on YouTube. Let us know what you're thinking, because he shocked me the most, actually. Like, he stuck by Krystal's side. Holy cow. Holy cow. What do you think about that? When Cody decided I am good. I think he got so freaking nervous because he shot Roger.
Right.
That he was like, okay, I'll do whatever you want and I'll listen to whatever you're saying.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think about that scene? Oh my God.
I feel like Cody has been brought up through this episode, written to be so malleable in regards to when he's in Krystal's hands, he just sort of melts and he'll do whatever. As long as Krystal can get him in the right moment, in the right spot, he will acquiesce to what she says. Whether or not he would have accidentally shot Roger, I still think that even outside in the parking lot, like, she stole the little girl, Melody, gave her back to Judd, and he was the only one that caught Krystal. And I think that was more a defining moment where he could have ran and been like, she did it. But he was like, it's fine. I'll just say that, you know, I was the only one out here and she ran away.
I loved when he did that.
Yeah. And so that's sort of, to me, like, he can't get by, I don't think, as well without Krystal. He would not be anywhere where he is in Fam without her, even though she didn't want anything to do with it. He would not be where he is today if it wasn't for her. So I think he's smart enough, even though he's an idiot.
Right.
Idiot.
And that's something, guys. He's smart, but he's an idiot at the same time.
Smart enough to know that if I want to survive this, I got to keep Krystal by my side.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, that's just a testimony. Like, men need to stick by their smart women's side. Like, guys, come on. Right?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Work it, baby.
Stick by it.
Stick by it. I mean, Obi sticks sort of by his wife's side. And, you know, like, look, that show that she did was, like, fabulous.
Yeah.
But he just lost it. He just went and passed out. He couldn't even believe his own eyes that Roger's dead. And then he winds up on the couch with, you know, Krystal and Cody with the baby overlooking him, like, we got you now.
Yeah.
We got you now, baby.
But not before he passes out and then he comes to and he gives this is the point where we're going to go, okay, Obi has decided or realized that he's now being blackmailed. Fam is going to be shown for what it is.
Right.
He's had to give up a lot of money. He could say just like, forget it, I'm out, and lose his mind, or do what he did, which was still slightly unexpected, and just be like, what are we? We're in America. American made things are what we need by American people, and that is Fam. Like, and you're just like, wow, he he's got a screw loose, and the bolt is just like, it's a way that has all to do with common sense, and the screw is just all about fam, and that's the only thing that like makes sense to him.
That's the
and
only
he
thing.
can justify it to the world, and I think without fam, he would be like a shell of a human.
Yeah.
Because that speech to me was like, you really are made this way. You're like made of fam. I don't know that he would be able to live without it.
He can't do it.
And I kind of respect him more now. At that moment, I was like, you're nuts.
Right.
But the fact that he just came to and gave that speech and people were like, yeah.
Yeah. He just seems to know how to like capture the audience and come up impromptu, just some speech that gets people riled up. Because in America, it can only happen in America. In America is where you'll be a billionaire. And I mean, just like everybody's just like, I was even like watching and I was going, yeah, we can be millionaires and billionaires. Billionaires in America. And I'm going, oh my God, this guy's good.
Yep.
Holy cow, this guy can really get you. I can see how people can fall into this. Because it's just, words are so powerful.
100%. And he does a great job with them. He made me feel like I could be a billionaire.
Yeah, and I was like, that's right, I'm going to be a billionaire. I mean, not with fam, but I'm going to be a billionaire.
Yeah. And now you see why. That's why fam, that's where they get all their money from, is from those tapes. Actually, that's how they're able to live, is through the Garbo tapes, not the system.
That's right.
So those words are what make fam work.
That's right. Oh, you're so right about that. Oh my God, so juicy. I love how this episode tied it all in with all the surprises and all that good stuff. And oh gosh, such a good episode. I mean, I can't even wait for season 2. I'm sure you're super excited about season 2.
Heck
That's
yeah.
going to be like next year because they have to shoot, and I'm sure they're starting to shoot already.
Right.
Great.
I hope that they do. I have not looked. I should look to see if they're actually plotted to do a second season. I would hope that they are.
I mean, they got picked up for a second season.
Dope. Didn't know that. I'm very excited.
That's right. It's super exciting. Well, I mean, you know what? Unless you have anything else to put it, we're going to go into special segment. Anything else you want to touch upon? I mean, I know it's the season finale, guys.
I feel like I got one quote that we learned from this show that Krystal says to Cody when they're in the bathtub. I feel like if you don't really love somebody, maybe you want to break up with them, but then you're like, I want to keep them around. Be honest like Krystal and say, I don't love you. I know that. But I know that I need you, and I'll treat you like I need you if you want to stick around. Yes. And Cody was like, I'll do it. I'm yours.
I'm yours.
And I'm like, that worked?
Yeah.
Which is crazy. It just made me think like, all right, so maybe just take a page out of Krystal's book.
That's right.
If, you don't love them, but you want to keep them around for a bit.
Yeah. Be friends. Stay
Use
together. I love that quote. I'm glad you pointed that out because I did love that quote. Yes, I did.
It's good.
And I'm going to just give you guys one more. It ends with Obi saying, I want to make them rich. Mm-hmm. I was like, what? Right?
100% I was like, what?
Yeah. I really was like with one eye going, wait a second.
Yeah.
Are you like totally in with these people now? And he's full of surprises too. This OB.
I really feel like maybe a fleeting moment of a thought was that because Krystal is doing so well now that he was forced to give that part of like what she wanted to her, that he may be like, this is working well for me. What if I do this with all people who are strong like Krystal? That goes like, I can give you what you want as long as you use fam.
That's right.
With his revenue.
Right. Like if you're obsessed with animals and you want a pet store.
Right.
You can have that, but in the back, you need to sell fam.
You got to have fam all over the place.
All over the place. Oh my God. Well, with that, we've got a special segment for you guys that Tara is going to bring it and break it down. Florida scheme.
Florida scheming, you guys. Have you or a loved one ever lost anybody to a pyramid scheme? Well, you know what? I've been doing a lot of research. I'm telling you, I've been reading, scouring the internet of like, what should you do if you're involved in a pyramid scheme, you end up in one, or how to get out? And I found the answer. Roll the tape. This is good. This is step one. And then step two. And then you keep going. You see what I mean? You just get further and further away. No matter what boundaries, you gotta jump over a trash can, jump over it.
Parkour.
You gotta punch people out of the way, jump on roofs, do it. Get out. Just run away. Otherwise, guys, you will end up TPing your own home, giving guns to children, and spending half of your life in a ball pit figuring out whether you had a C-section or a natural birth. Nobody wants that. So follow my lovely advice and just run. That's it for Florida Schemin', because that's the finale episode, and that is my last bit of advice on how to get out of a pyramid scheme.
That's right. Get out of fam. Follow that video. Trust Tara. Well, we've got a little bit of news here. Thank you to pastemagazine.com and Allison Keene for this news on becoming a god in Central Florida. Is American Dream via Bloody Vengeance. And there's a picture up there for you guys that are just not watching and listening. Check it out. Showtime's bizarre quirky gem on becoming a god in Central Florida failed to generate the buzz it deserves during its inaugural 10-episode run. But for those who have become indoctrinate into the world of fam, few shows have provided a more wonderfully strange journey. Set in Florida in the early 90s, the series follows Krystal Stubbs, Kristen Dunst, whose life is turned into its head of her husband's dangerous obsession with fam, an aggressive pyramid scheme that includes the sale of a household products, leaves her alone and fighting and figuring out how to provide for her younger daughter. Guys, it goes on. I'm going to skip a couple of things here because it just goes on and on. Let me get you the Scooby-Doo-Scoop, because this is just giving kind of like a little rundown. I'm going to give you guys right over here. Okie dokie. On Becoming a God sets up more than a few false starts for Krystal in terms of what succeeds and what success looks like for her. Is it taking Obi down, partnering with him, creating her own business, becoming manager of the water park, finding another buyer for the park, using Cody for stability, all the things we were talking about, and blackmailing Obi through the press, joining up the Obi's wife? Nothing quite seems to come together until the very end with the season finale, Go-Getters Gonna Go Get, teeing up a few more possibilities before giving us another change. Those possibilities being the tape that she makes of Judd's confession, as well as Roger saying he wants to keep and help Krystal beforehand. And you know that Cody winds up, the golden gun goes off and kills him. Poor guy, Roger. Ultimately, Krystal is able to get what she wanted, just not in the terms she had originally considered, by being made owner of the park, now called brilliantly Krystal Waters. There she can launder fam products and use the name to augment her own ambitions as Obi flounders for now. Plus, since she came clean to Cody, like we were also talking about, about her lack of real feelings for him, they're now in a more honest place as companions, as part of a relationship that speaks to some of their personal needs. I mean, guys, this is just like, everybody's going pretty wild over this show and how it's coming together. The season finale is perfect. That is the news that I have for you guys.
I love it. I'm sad that they said it didn't generate enough buzz, which I don't think that this full season did generate enough buzz. There's still a lot of people that are like, oh, I've heard about that show, but I haven't watched it.
Right.
Versus when you hear about a show like Stranger Things or Game of Thrones, everybody's watched it, everybody's seen it. There's also a lot of other shows on Showtime. Like, for the most part, if I'd say The Affair to someone, most people have seen it or touch base on it. So I feel like the second episode might get them a little bit more of a jet off where, oh, there's a second season. And if they do their cards right and they make the second season like especially that's episode 1, the pilot of season 2, like mind-blowing, really good with a lot of dirt and a lot of action.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see fans really jump on board. What I'd love to see is Krystal back in her day from episode 2, riding on a 4-wheeler with a cigarette hanging out of her mouth with her baby on her hip and is like, I'm here to take care of business.
Well, honey, that's predictions right there.
That's what I want to see.
That is predictions right there for season 2.
Yes.
Oh, any more juice for season 2?
Let's see.
Any more juice?
Yeah, that's what I want. I want to see Krystal go back to her original parts. And also, I would love to see Ernie and Bets back together,
yes.
And I feel like working in the water park somehow. But I'd like to follow Harold's life a little bit more, their son, in just regards to like his personal life and like his dancing and like where is he at with just his family in general, because I feel a lot of love and a lot of emotions in regards to Ernie and Bets and Harold and that family and that dynamic. I really enjoy it. Yeah. And I would just love to see if like maybe eventually Krystal and Cody kind of have like an open relationship, but they're still together. But they're able to like do stuff at the water park, but they take care of each other.
It is late 90s, so it is all possibilities here.
All possible. And I would love Rhonda to be the manager of the theme park, of the water park.
Yes, thank you. Holleration on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Rhonda needs to be the manager of the theme park because she can't go anywhere. She needs to be part of season 2. There's no way that she's skipping out on this season, honey bunny.
Heck no.
So if you're listening, Rhonda, help me, Rhonda. Hit me, Rhonda. You need to be part of this season too, baby. If you're all listening, she needs to be part of it.
100%.
100% with her cute little pets.
Yes.
Right there at the water park. Mm-hmm. Jazzercising. Because that has to be there. I'm definitely guessing that jazzercising will be part of Krystal's water park, even though it says a fam park.
Right.
I'm like, ugh, can somebody spray paint that fam off? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, ugh. But I can see where, Obi's going with everything. It just seems like that's what he'll eventually do.
Yeah.
Get people that want certain things, that have the power, though. They have to have like the power like Krystal has.
Yes. They have to have the fire in their belly.
Yes, indeed. Woo!
Yep.
Well, guys, we are just doing it here, baby boos. We are loving it. I'm becoming a god in Central Florida. Please write your comments. It doesn't matter. It's, yes, season finale, but we will check out our YouTube channels and we will contact you guys and message you back, and we're here for you.
Yeah, we need people to talk about this kind of stuff with. Not everybody is a buzzer, but most people who are great people, awesome people, are after buzzers.
That's right. And so where can everybody find you, Tara?
Guys, I am Tara Erickson. You can find me all over the internet. That's TaraErickson, but especially on YouTube and IMDb.
Yay! That's right. We love Tara, and we are missing our Tatiana, who is doing her thing. We love you, Tatiana. Keep smashing it wherever you are, you rising star. I'm Jackie Nova, your host, and you can find me at Jackie Nova 7 everywhere, and you can find my movie that I've been telling you guys about, Art of Deception, which is a Richard Ryan film. Richard Ryan and myself produced it, and we're starring in it. You can find it at Amazon. You can go to oxfilms.us. There's a whole list where you can find it. It will be in Walmart's. It will be at Best Buys. Guys, we love you. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.